What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TVP Lounge, man. I hope everybody is doing well on this Friday evening. And it's the end of January 2026. I have no idea. I'm telling y'all, it blows my mind. Every week I come up here and hop on these streams to catch up with y'all. This blows my mind how it's another Friday and this it. This is the end of January. We got February about to pop out in 2 days. Don't make no sense, man. But as always, man, hopefully y'all had a good week. And if you haven't, let me get on screen. Hopefully y'all had a good week this week. Where is my screen? There it is. Man, hopefully y'all had a good week this week. If you haven't had a good week, hopefully you can kick back, relax, come back and vibe with us in this lounge as we wrap up January, man. It just is I swear New Year's just felt like a couple weeks ago. Like it didn't feel like almost a month ago. Like it's insane to sit back and really think about the fact that it's January here, man. Or January's wrapping, February about to be here. We got Super Bowl about to kick off next weekend. CES was going on, AVN was going on. Also, it's already been moves going on in Vegas, and I can see the tides turning as far as folks ready to get back. Drop that budget video for y'all, man. I've been wanting to do that for a minute now, but it's all about timing, and the timing was right. So glad to see the feedback on that so far. Let me say what up to y'all in the chat. Get my drink poured up, and then we gonna chill out. I ain't really had too much to talk to y'all about tonight, to be for real. I've been tapped in a little bit with what's going on. There ain't too much going on. But I've been seeing this topic for weeks now. It's been longer than weeks. I noticed it probably about a month or so ago. But I've recently been seeing this topic about, y'all know all the negativity about Vegas, people not going to Vegas and what's wrong with Vegas, blah, blah, blah. But a take that I've seen that I was like, I think this is an interesting conversation to have. Millennials, Generation Y versus Generation Z. If that's having an impact and effect, because they was talking about the drinkings, let's see what folks think about it, because I think that's a very fair and interesting point on if one of the turns is folks who actually go to Vegas. But let me get it here, say what up to y'all, and then we'll vibe out and catch up with everything. Victoria, what's going on? Happy Friday, goodie. Say, oh my God, thank God Vegas is next week. We were stuck in the house for 5 days thanks to that storm. Went to work on day 6, fun driving in the aftermath, but had to get out. Yeah, everybody who dealing with the storm, man, I hope everybody cool. Like I seen a number of photos and videos from folks over the last week, man, and I know the storm won't no joke. So hopefully everybody all right. Ain't nobody have no crazy damage or nothing like that happen to their homes, vehicles, anything like that. Hopefully everybody's safe. And I know some places still get hit by. Talked to my family earlier. I know they supposed to be getting some more snow tonight. So I know folks still getting impacted by it. So y'all definitely be safe for sure if you still dealing with the aftermath. But glad it's almost over. It's been a long week for I know a lot of people in Vegas is next week. Shout out to everybody that's gonna be out there next week for Super Bowl. Vibes continue as always. I know it's gonna be quite a few people. I've been getting comments to my videos and folks hitting me up, so it should be a good time out there. Say we call ourselves XN Heels. No doubt. Mr. Sire, what's going on, man? So a little bit under the weather, but I'm here friendly. That's what it is. And I think I need a sip of that chocolate Crown Royal. That's what it is. All right, yeah. I'm gonna get mine pulled up. I still got my peach over here, so yeah, a little sip of the liquor should definitely help. Definitely help when you feel a little under it. Say happy birthday to my little sister Toya. Everybody wish Toya happy birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Toya Helena. Happy birthday to y'all dropped the birthdays for Miss Toya. That's what's up. Rich, what's going on, man? It's happy Friday. Tim in Georgia Budget and LV video. Thank you. Hello to all the TVP fam. That's what's up, man. Appreciate the support. Like the feedback on the video. Figured it's about time we drop one, especially with it being the start of the year, because I needed to talk about it, because it's a lot. Like I said, it's been a lot of mixed signals going on social media, and I actually be out here drinking and going around and going to the different bars. So wanted to put that video out there because I know a lot of people kind of took last year off or didn't go as much and want to get back in the swing of things this year. So figured it was perfect timing. Shout out my guy Shador, you know what I mean? But it was perfect timing to go ahead and drop that video. So I'm glad y'all received that well. And I like the engagement too. I like y'all budgets, man. This is why I like the community, man. Y'all be on point with how y'all be budgeting stuff, you know. Don't matter what you going out there for, what you trying to do. You know, that's why I like putting that out there to the community, because a lot of y'all broke things down in a different way. And I definitely forgot the tipping point too, because tipping a big deal. Tina, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Hope all is well. Mr. Skyscraper, what's going on? Happy Friday to you. Apin Boo, what's going on? Steph, happy Friday. Hope all is well with you. Garth, my guy, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. T, what's going on? Happy Friday. Cat, what up? Happy Friday. Said everyone, we survived the biggest winter storm. Yeah, I know, man. Shout out to everybody who got through that. For real, it's crazy. Glad folks made it through. I mean, because it was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Watching from the outside, it was definitely crazy seeing how much it was hitting folks. Yeah. I seen that. Yeah, I seen a lot of folks talking about that. Nigga, what's going on? Happy Friday. Happy birthday to all. Make it a special day. See you next week. Fuel bar, no doubt. Y'all already know. Yeah. For those who gonna be in town next weekend, y'all already know the deal. I give a pre-load intro next week. Still got a week for that, but yeah, y'all know. Yeah, anybody else got any birthdays too? Y'all already know. Let me know so we can give y'all birthday love. Not real talk. Levi, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Hope everything cool with you, man. Brown, what's going on, man? Happy Friday to you. Hope all is well. What up, my guy Brandon? What's going on, Brandon? What up, man? Happy Friday. Hope everything cool with you. Slick Rick, my guy. What up, man? Hope everything cool with you. Also, Left Hand Bandit, what's going on? Happy Friday. Danielle, what up? Happy Friday to you. Hope everything cool. Trey, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Hope you and the family doing well. And indeed, happy Friday to all y'all. Okay. All right. Love the chat support. Y'all know that. Before this shout out, man, we're gonna talk about this is really the main topic. I'll probably go 30 today. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole hour today. We'll see how the chat goes. But we going main topic today. I wanna get y'all thoughts and opinions, man. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's my honest opinion. I think 2026 is gonna be a much busier year than last year was. Obviously, there was a lot that happened last year in a lot of different regards. You know, I think a lot of people got too influenced by social media last year. Again, that's just my opinion. But I think a lot of people got too influenced by social media last year and started taking stuff a little bit too serious and kind of scale back a little bit. But I think that's going to change this year, and I think folks will get back out there. So I do think it's going to be a real bounce back year for Vegas. I think I saw it was like the numbers was down 8% for 25 compared to 24 or something like that. So it was definitely a down year, but I don't think it was to the degree people thought it was. People was making like, won't nobody going to Vegas. But I know folk going, there's a lot of stuff that's supposed to be opening. Like I know that In-N-Out over there, the Boulevard, is supposed to be like the world's largest In-N-Out that's opening. Some of my folks in LA was telling me about the Hut. I guess it's a pastrami sandwich spot down there in LA that's about to open this year. In Vegas, a number of things that's opening up this year. So it's gonna be an active year. So first things first, cheers to y'all as always. Happy Friday, man. Appreciate y'all love and support. I don't know how we at the end of January, but we done already made it through 1 month of the new year. It's insane. Damn. Well, we done did that, man. As I always tell y'all, don't take no day for granted, man. Appreciate the support. Ooh, okay. All right. Nah, I'm pretty sure most of us are here millennials. But let me ask y'all, let me get y'all think. Do y'all agree that the impact of Vegas, travel, spending, budgeting, etc., do y'all believe that millennials are carrying the weight as far as going to Vegas? Like, do y'all think the younger generation don't have the same desire to go to Vegas like millennials do? From my folks who might want to break down, we're gonna say under 30. Do y'all think the under 30 crowd Yeah, we'll just say under 30. I think the under 30 crowd have less of a desire to go to Vegas than the over 30 crowd. Or do y'all think it's just simply Vegas is going through what it's going through because of like political stuff is like such as tourism, etc. Because I've seen a lot of reports. There's a lot of pages that are saying that this younger generation don't drink as much, they don't party as much, and because they don't party as much and drink as much, they're not as pressed to go to Vegas. I've seen numbers about, which I was kind of like, I sat back and thought about it, and I was like, man, that's low key kind of true. Like all of y'all who might got like nieces or nephews that's like in their 20s and stuff, y'all could comment and say if y'all agree or disagree. But I was like, I know some of the folks in this Generation Z, and I'm like, to be honest with you, I was like, they definitely don't party like we used to. Cause y'all know when we was in high school and out of high school, early college days, we was going to house parties on the weekend. If y'all know me, we was throwing house parties. You know what I mean? It was always something going on the weekend. So we was definitely out getting active. So I was like, if you thinking about it from that regard, I was like, I guess I could kind of agree, even though being in the position I'm in, I deal with people every week, every month. So like, I know that folks is still going to Vegas and all of that. But I said it's an interesting point to think about, because I know resort fees been pushing people back. People feeling like Vegas too expensive. I know the whole Vegas was dead narrative, so people was feeding into all of that. But from that first point, I'm gonna just start from that first point to see what y'all say, because y'all know I like to engage with y'all. From the drinking standpoint, I agree with that. I don't think that's keeping folks in the younger generation from going to Vegas, but I was like, I low-key could kind of see that, because no shade, but this younger generation, they kind of boring for real. Everybody on their smartphones, on their tablets, ain't nobody really going outside. And then there was another point that I'll get to momentarily about how they were saying most folks is doing stuff online instead of actually going. So let me see what y'all saying on the chat real quick. Said whoever has money is keeping Vegas alive. Is funny. What's going on, Sarah? Happy Friday. Hope all is well with you. Hope you had a good time too. Hope you had a good time with all that. Yeah, I mean that's fair too. Whoever got money keeping Vegas alive. That's true. But which is why we having this conversation, because I think more folk in the 30 plus crowd are the ones going to Vegas. And I was like, if you kind of look at how things is shifting in the Vegas scene, kind of seemed like they kind of trying to cater to that crowd also. I was thinking about it as far as like lounges and things that the hotels is doing, kind of like more lounges or more dining. Like they're shifting more to like, I guess less of the party, more the entertaining and experience side. So I was like, something to think about. This is J Rose said, bro, what's the best strip club for some bros trying to get turned? You could go to you got Peppermint Hippo, which is cool. Everybody know about Sapphire. It's the world's largest strip club, but I know some folks have recently said it's hit or miss. Definitely go on the weekends. You got Crazy Horse 3 that you can hit up. Those some of the strip clubs you can hit up. But I'll say more popular ones right now: Crazy Horse 3 and Peppermint Hippo. Spearmint Rhino cool too. So there goes some you can consider. You can hit me offline if you want to get some packages. I got packages at them too to get y'all in the free limo, 2 drink tickets, etc., etc. But that'd be what I put out there for the strip clubs. Said I agree, Gen Z ain't as fun. Hey, listen, I had to sit back and evaluate, because I've seen random posts. Like one of it was tied to like the travel in general, just as far as like going to Vegas and spending or going to Vegas in general. And it's kind of like Vegas is known for partying and drinking, and that ain't what this younger generation is into. But I was like, the thing with Vegas is you can do it. Anybody can go to Vegas, no matter what your age is, what you're trying to do. There's so many different things to do, and I feel like in certain regards, they're trying to cater to that. Like gaming lounges, like obviously streaming is a big thing. They got gaming lounges in Vegas. They have influencers actually at events now instead of just main celebrities. So I'm kind of like, I think that could go both ways. But this the technology era. Well, we started the original technology era, the Millennials, but now it's like the super smartphone era where everybody just want to be on their phone. So yeah, they definitely have an impact. Said strip club for 80s baby. Yeah. Crazy Horse 3, Peppermint Hippo for sure. I say under 40, they are not impressed with gambling, but love to catch shows or walk on the strip to sightsee. Yeah, I can agree with that. Under 40, yeah, I could agree with that. Because I definitely know 40 plus is show heavy, um, dining heavy. That's what I know for sure. Like, just from my experiences through the years. Yeah, once folks get to that like 40 plus, it's like, yeah, I'm just trying, I might do some walk around, do some gambling, catch a show, you know. I can agree with this. And my nieces are so boring. All they do is sit around and play on their phones. They're like anti people. And that's why I'm like, if we keeping it real, I agree with that. Cause imagine going to Vegas and like you don't really be outside like that. Like I say, you don't go outside at home. You don't go to clubs. You don't go to lounges. You don't go to bars. Like you barely meet up with friends because most folks be in the crib. So you go from not doing nothing in your local city to a place where everything is going on. You know what I mean? Like it's so much going on where you got to be active. Like, that could be a whole different environment for folks. But I mean, it's a double-edged sword too, because it's my thing. If they not going outside, why they not going outside? Ain't nobody pushing them to go outside. Like, ain't nothing going on for them to go outside, I feel like it go both ways. But yeah, I sit around, I don't understand it. Even to this day, man, I'd go do something. Or if I want to go somewhere and do something at least. Even though I'm going to Vegas all the time, I got to do something. Said the whole Wells carry LV. That ain't going, yeah, to a degree. Like a lot of the big events, like I know that's one reason they've been trying to push more like big events. Like F1, I know a lot of folks feeling different about F1. But like even with these sporting events, because there's more sporting events going on. I saw a number that I think it was in November 25. It was like, I forget, it was in the billions how much money Allegiant Stadium made just from folks going to Allegiant Stadium events like concerts, football games, etc. Like they were saying a lot of the money was coming from people going to Vegas to watch their football team beat the Raiders or play the Raiders, along with like, other sporting events. So I was gonna say the events are definitely something they doing to try to keep the revenue moved up in Vegas. But the whales can only go so far. You know what I mean? Like they can only do but so much. And then I don't think it's enough of them to carry the entire city, but that's a fair point. Said 40 plus like the lounges too. Yeah, well, no, that's true. I was about to say, yeah, 40 plus, the 40 plus crowd is like ain't going to no clubs. That's one thing I know for sure. And I understand it because I'm knocking at that door. I definitely get it now. But I mean, I was saying that in regards to like folks between 30 and 40, like what folks is actually doing. Because I've noticed in the last year and a half, the direction Vegas is going, like I said, it's always going to be a party town, but it's more shifting toward the entertainment mecca. Like it's more about dining. It's more about experiences. Like the clubs and stuff is, especially with some of them closing down. Y'all know we done lost Dre's, along with Light closed a couple years ago, and it's like they haven't reopened anything. Instead, they transitioned it to like lounges and stuff, or like they made Light the swingers mini golf joint. So they trying to shift it more to like an activity type of town, you know what I mean? Which I don't think is a bad idea, especially if you're trying to find ways to bring this younger generation in. Like I really sat there and thought about it, and I was like, we always complain about why Vegas is so expensive, or stuff that's going on that's up in the prices. We talk about like travel and all that, but do we ever really sit back and be like, what are we actually going to Vegas to do? Because we obviously 30 plus, 40 plus folks, we know Vegas, you know what I mean? So it's like we go out there, we know what we want to do, or there's things we haven't done that we want to do. So we got like a checklist, like a go back to do list. But I thought about like my younger generation, like the younger generation. I was out there with my cousins and stuff for Christmas, and like under 30, and I was just kind of like, man, what do y'all do? You know what I mean? What do y'all do? Do y'all, obviously they'll want to go out and do stuff, but I'm like, all right, aside from the club, what do y'all do? Because, are y'all like trying to experiment like dying in the shows like that? So it was just a different perspective. The drinking part about it, I was a little indifferent about that. I definitely don't think this generation drink like we do, but they do drink. So it was something I've been sitting on more and more about. Said I love the lounges. Yeah, the lounges be a vibe for real. Like the lounges is beneficial to folks who want to go out but don't want to deal with them nightclub crowds. Cause listen, y'all know me, man. I used to be in the clubs heavy. And don't get me wrong, yeah, I know what it is. The club be packed as hell. And I know a lot of folks done started considering bottle service because you can find reasonable pricing, especially if you got a group size, depending on where you're trying to go in town. But me, I used to love that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like packed crowds, I don't care. I'm in the middle of the dance floor having a ball. But it is a totally different experience when you go to a nightclub and it's kind of like you want to have a good time, but it's so packed you can barely move. Versus when you go to a lounge like On the Record or like Foundation Room, or even like Ghost Bar and Gatsby Lounge. Whereas like you can actually have that experience where you can stand around, you can dance, listen to music or whatever, and it's not as packed. So it's like the nightclubs give you that true Vegas feel, but the lounges give you that like more mature feel too, and you don't have to deal with the crowds and stuff. So yeah, I definitely get it for sure. I get both sides. I mean, I've been hitting both sides forever, So I definitely feel that for sure. Especially as you get older, it's a I guess you say it's kind of less of a headache to have to deal with. Because then if you, like me, in the middle of the dance floor, in the clubs and stuff, you got to get out the dance floor to try to get to the bar. So you got to maneuver through all them people just to try to get to the bar to get to a drink. And then you got to maneuver all the way back through the damn crowd to try to get back to your spot on the dance floor. So, I trust me. I personally, I get both sides for sure. So depending on what part of the country you're in, the younger people party harder than the older people. I think the younger crowd are not going to Vegas because they just don't have the money. That could possibly be that's a fair point too. That's a very fair point. Okay, could be a financial thing. I don't really know how no way to really speak on that, to be honest. That could be true. True. Now, as far as the younger people partying harder than the older people, I guess that do depend on where you at. Cause I was gonna say I could believe that in certain states, but I know in certain states it's like, nah, the younger generation, they don't be doing shit for real. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to sit back and think about it when you ask like 20-year-olds, what y'all doing today? Like, do y'all go out? Like, we used to be outside, and you got to make sure you back in for the street lights come on, riding around with your bikes and stuff, or all type of stuff. So, yeah, I guess it do depend on location, because you could be right. But I was going to say, I feel like in the economy we in now, like, obviously it ain't the greatest in certain markets, but it's still an economy where people in their 20s could still travel to Vegas, but something to think on. I mean, hey, maybe they spending all their money on on like Fortnite or TikTok shoppers. You know what I mean? Hey, maybe they ain't got no money because everybody's shopping all on TikTok and all kind of stuff, which is crazy because like folks spending money online just to be in the career to do stuff online. It's a new day and age, but fair point, touche. Depending on if the Raiders get a decent head coach, Vegas probably will be better. People love to travel to see their team playing Vegas. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't matter. It don't matter who the Raiders get as a head coach. The Raiders, and I think we might have talked about this in the after party, but the Raiders will always be a away game, even when they in Vegas, because the bulk of the Vegas locals are not the bulk of the Raider fan base. Like, it's always gonna be Raiders fans that go to the Raiders game. But because it's Vegas, more people are going to go to Vegas to watch their team play than Raiders fans consistently go and watch the Raiders play. Like they say it every time the Raiders is playing in Allegiant. That they always outnumber it. Like, because people, that's one thing for sure. People love to go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what your age is. Like, if you a sports fan and you old enough to go to Vegas and then you like to go to Vegas anyway, like I know a number of y'all in the community this year alone who went to Vegas just to go watch y'all team play. So just think about how many other people got the same thing in mind. So it's like, yeah, even if they get a great coach, like the coach not going, I mean, could maybe boost some more of the fans, but more people going to be inclined to want to go see their team than Raiders fan going to Vegas to see the Raiders. So that's just my take on that. I mean, it's possible a new coach could make them a more contending team. Maybe that'll bring more Raiders fans to the game. That's possible, but I think just the fact that folks got a reason to go to Vegas, like their team playing in Vegas, is just a reason to go to Vegas. That's a reason to go for sure. So That is possible. We shall see though, because it's gonna be curious to see what they do with head coach getting rid of Pete Carroll. Said I'm technically 27, but I'm really 25 because of the Rona. But this younger generation pissed me off with their damn AirPods and wearing them at social events. No basics. I confused at first. I was about to be like, what the hell do technically 27 mean? But I follow what you're saying. I don't even, but listen, it ain't even just generation, bro. Just Apple folk in general, bro. It's AirPods everywhere. It be folk 30s, 40s wearing them damn AirPods. It's just Apple people, but that's funny as hell. Wearing AirPods at social events. Yeah, I mean, that's just the times and age we in, man. You out supposed to be networking, politicking, parlaying, having a ball with folk, and folks so locked in or having earbuds in their ear. Hey man, it's just with the times. You know what I mean? I don't know that I would say the younger generation probably do it more, but I don't think that just them. That's funny though. That's funny as hell. Hey Creel, what's going on? Happy Friday. Hope everything well with you. Appreciate you popping in. Said I'm 40 plus and I still go to the clubs and lounges, turning up as long as I can. Said the Cigar 8 Lounge at Resorts World is fire for 30 to 40 plus, especially for men. All the men I've been there with love that spot. Yeah, that's 2 gyms. Number 1, yeah, that's Cigar Lounge. I know a lot of guys who be looking for lounges. The one at Cigar 8 Lounge at Resorts World and the one at Caesar's Palace. 2 popular cigar lounges. But I feel you on that. You know what I mean? I've been saying that for the longest time. Listen, I got to go out and enjoy myself lounge club because, you ain't going to be able to do it forever. You know what I mean? Because at some point, you're going to wish you could and you can't. So I feel that. That's real. But yeah, that's a gym on the cigar lounge for folks who in here who might want to, or might have wondered about cigar lounges. Yeah, Cigar 8 at Lounge, and then I can't remember the name off the top of my head. The one at Caesar's Palace, very popular ones. I guess I gotta do it's almost 6:00. Oh yeah, okay, it's 6:00. See, I was gonna write this up at 30. If y'all in here right now, hit the like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. YouTube appreciate it more. Y'all know the likes and the comments help the algorithm. I appreciate it. YouTube appreciate it so much more. Help the videos and the lives get out into the algorithm to expand the content. So if y'all hit that like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I said I feel like the younger generation be watching their coins more than anything. If they can catch a deal to go clubbing to celebrate a special occasion, I give you that. I agree with that. I do agree with that actually. The younger generation being more wise with they spending, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Which is a good thing, because, I'm always about trying to tell, folks always want to save money as it is. But, yeah, being able to find a deal on something, that's the way to do it in general. So, and I could attribute that to probably a lot of online shopping, because think about it. Everything online is about deals or discounts and stuff like that. So, I mean, that makes sense. And I ain't really mad at that, to be honest. But clubbing ain't no deal. Y'all know, getting clubs for free. Well, that's a fair point. I like that take. So I remember when you were clowning on old folks for not wanting the club, lounges, and bars, or where it's at, 43 over here. Hey, listen. You've been around for a minute, man. If you know that, yeah, I did. I always say, look, man, you only live once. You know what I mean? Because years ago, obviously, as you get older, things get different. Because I definitely got that old man syndrome. But listen, I'm still the one that'll go to a club and a lounge, but I do remember them days, and to a degree, I understand it more now. But I still think folks need to get out and do something, especially in Vegas, even if it's going to a lounge. Because some folks just like, nah, my party day's over. I don't want to go to a club. I don't want to go to a lounge. Like, nah, you got to get out there at 9 then, man. Put them legs to use for you don't have them no more. Shout out to being 43 though. That's what's up. Karina, what's going on? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Said all they do is say 6, 7 all day and call each other twin and do content on their phone while they are out there. I'm glad I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s. Look. Now that's a fact though. Okay. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. As y'all obviously know, I'm a content creator and businessman. Hey, it get on my nerves sometimes. Like I tell y'all all the time, it be a lot of content I be thinking about doing. I be wanting to film. But sometimes I just want to be a human and be in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like I'll be out with some of my people and we just be chilling for real. And then I'd be like, damn, I need to record this or get a clip of this because I might need to make a short or make a reel or do something. So it's like, The content business side of me, I get it. But like, yeah, nowadays, especially a more recent, yeah, you be seeing, a recent, was it New Year's or November? One of them two trips. Yeah, they had like a whole little tripod stand, whole little setup, trying to do a whole little thing for content. I was like, man, it crazy. Or folk just always on their phone doing something. I mean, that's true. The 6-7 thing is hilarious though. That's actually pretty funny. But yeah, it go back to folk being outside, man. Older generation nowadays inside on their phone, streaming is the new thing. It's like folk want to be streamers or content creators because that's the new celebrity. But yeah, I feel you on that. I'm glad I grew up in the 90s and 2002 for sure, for sure. Because listen, God, times nowadays ain't like they used to be. Big Marv, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Hope all is well. Welcome to the lounge. Hope everything cool with you. Said I heard they are doing something special to get more Canadian here in Vegas. Yeah. Shit. I meant to put that shit in my notes. Who is it? I saw that shit on Wednesday. The D, I think it's the D and Circa downtown. I think they have a hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. I saw it because I meant to share it on my story and I don't think I did. Yeah, they doing something for Canadians. It's like some type of like package deal. I want to say it was maybe through August or something like that. And I saw that hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find this. Cause I know that they also doing I did say they're doing the exchange like dollar for dollar. I did see that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, I meant to know that down too. Cause I was like, that is cool. They trying to get yeah, I did see this that they're doing app part for Canadians across gaming, hotels, etc. So no exchange rate. So that yeah, I know I was talking to somebody about that last year, and I definitely meant to talk about that. But yeah, Circa the D and Golden Gate are doing an app par exchange for Canadian folks. So that's a W to y'all. App par just mean dollar for dollar. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because I definitely meant to mention that too. And I'll probably share that on my story later just to let folks know. But I think that's a big move to bring folks from Canada for sure. Because I got a number of folks. One, I know y'all know a number of folks who content creators from Canada, but I got a number of folks in the community that be from Canada too. So yeah, that's a big move. Forgot all about that. So the new gen is heavy on the anti-social social club. I think that shit corny for real, but I'm lame, you know what I mean? I'm lame as hell, so I ain't really want to be giving no feedback on nobody for real. Like, I ain't trying to be in no club. Like, listen, it's one thing to like not worry about people and all that, but like being proud and not being antisocial, nah, that'd be full problem. You got to get out here and have some type of social range. I mean, it's part of getting outside. Like, you'll never know not to like people until you actually get around people. That's a conversation I've had with people online. Cause somebody said something recent about me, like doing class with me being around people. And I'm like, listen, man, like I got a gift of discernment, but like when you actually get around people and start vibing people out, that's when you start realizing who good people, who not good people, for sure. Say all strip is what's up in Vegas, in my opinion, for sure. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. All strip is definitely a vibe. Like I know I talk mainly about the strip and stuff on the strip, cause that's where the money at for me. Like most of my money I make come on strip, but I never deter people. Will never deter people. To not go off strip. Like I was just talking to one of my folks about it the other day. Palms, I think Rio got $3 craps for my craps people, and then Palms have, because that's my favorite off strip property is Palms Casino. Love Palms. And I think he said they got all day craps for $5 and blackjack too. So I was like, I'm gonna have to go over there and pop out and check that out. But yeah, all strip is definitely cool. I talk about going to Azusa for folks who like the lounges, hookah lounges. I'm telling you, that's a gym. That's like a local spot. Durango all strip is a spot that's very popular with the locals. And then y'all already know about downtown. So yeah, you can definitely go all strip and have a ball too. So you spot on with that one. So I know my nieces don't do inappropriate things because they don't want to be on the internet. The joys of having no proof because we didn't post everything. That's a fact. Yeah, what they say, no face, no case. Yeah, Can't nothing be put up about you if you stay off online. I feel that though, cause that be me for real. Like, you know, I do YouTube. I'm on Instagram, but like personal social media, like nah, I scale back from that. You know what I mean? I definitely feel that. And just actually care more to live life. The lounge in Caesars is called Monte Cristo. Thank you. And there's one at Paris too. I just thought about that. Paris got one too. Melissa, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Friday. I think the older you get, the more you weigh your options to spend money. I think the only way to get me to a club would be a birthday celebration, and I will leave after 30 minutes. Well, as you get older, I mean, that's true. But also, as you get older, this is where, it's where a bottle service comes in. See, when you younger, you don't mind being in them crowds. You know what I mean? You get out there and get busy. But yeah, as you get older, it's kind of like, all right, bro, I need a table, or I'm not really even trying to go. Because most of the time I go with folk in the community, we'll try to get a table. Because, you know, one folk want to sit down and have a space, but it gets so packed. But I do understand that to a degree. As you get older, you don't have that same club urge. It's just something about the energy about being outside. You know what I mean? And being around folk. But not being there all night, I definitely feel the not being there all night. Now, listen, because I'm going to tell you right now, I go out there and dance, do my thing right now, okay? But being out till the lights come on, yeah, I think I'm about retired from them days. I ain't going to lie to you. I was I was at Bottle Blind for New Year's Eve, but I had when I was out there in November, I went out there, I popped out by myself. Man, I was out till probably I got there probably about 11:45, about 2:30, about 2 o'clock. I'm like, all right, bro, I gotta slide. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I used to be the one to be there till 3:30 when the lights come on. Nah, man. I guess I was by myself. It's different when you with people, but me, I'm a natural vibe, so I don't even gotta be with nobody. But it's definitely a different type of thing for real. So I feel like, so when I was young, I went to Vegas all the time. Not the best hotels, but I was there. Hey, listen, you know what I mean? That's why I say, anybody who know me, when it comes to doing Vegas, I always say, don't go hard your first time. Go out there and have fun. When it comes to, like, climb the hotel ladder. Like, don't start top down, because I tell folk, I was just telling one of these ladies I was doing a consultation with recently. I was like, yo, the thing is, you stay at Cosmo or Wynn or Encore or Aria or something like your first stay, man, trying to go stay at Horseshoe, it's going to feel different. Or trying to stay at Park MGM Grand, like going from top, it's a different feel. I'd be like, nah, get that intermediate, mid-level stay first and then climb up. You know what I mean? But yeah, most important part is being out there. That's a fact. That's the most important part. Definitely being out there. But yeah, I try to keep people from doing that. Don't do the best of the best the first time. You know what I mean? Stay somewhere nice, make you go back, stay somewhere better. But listen, you don't gotta say not the best. We talked about the Monte Carlo days. I know y'all remember Monte Carlo. I remember when SLS was originally, what was that? Riviera before it became SLS or Sahara. Yeah, when it was Sahara, SLS, then went back to Sahara. Yeah, I remember all them days. And then after party, I remember about the Imperial Palace days. You know what I mean? Listen, I know. So I'm 43. If I'm with a group and the group wants to hit a club, I'm not about to be the only lame one in the group to be like, nah, not me. I'll go. And I'm going to have fun. For sure. That's how it should be. And that's why I talk about you a real one for that too. And anybody who think like that, y'all real ones too. Like Melissa said, you don't even got to stay the whole time, but definitely go and have a ball for sure, because that'll ruin the trip, man. Somebody who ain't trying to get down to have a ball. Yeah. Vibe kills. So yeah, that's real. I feel that. Would you consider some place like Commonwealth or Troy at Golden Nugget a lounge or a club? I consider that. I consider it more like a lounge, in my opinion. Commonwealth, yeah, that'd be more like a lounge. I mean, I want, like, a club is like massive pack, like Gold Spike. You even know about Gold Spike right around the corner. Like that, you know, that's not a club, but it give you like a club feel. Like, yeah, you got to be super packed for it to be a club. I consider them lounges. So her don't even dance no more in the club. Nah, I can't say all that. I can't say all that. Nah, folk be in the club dancing for real. Nah, that's not I got a personal experience on that. Nah, they still dancing. They might not dance the same, but nah. Let me rephrase. In Vegas clubs, oh yeah, they still dancing for sure. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I can confirm that firsthand experience. Yeah, they still dancing in the club. So it'd be helpful for more Canadians to come towards revenue. Yeah, I'm sure that I'm sure that'll increase this year. I have no doubts about that. It'll definitely increase this year. Is it hard to dance when you're glued to your phone? Nah, Vegas. Hey, look, it's not as bad in the clubs. Outside the clubs, it's different. But nah, when they be in the clubs, they be in there having a ball. And shout out to the DJs because they still be playing our music. They still be turning up with our throwback music too. You know what I mean? Depending on where you go. But yeah, they still play the music that all of us in here right now will go in there and have a ball too. So shout out to Vegas. At least shout out to the Vegas DJs for that. Say glad we didn't have cell phones like that early 2000s. Real talk, yeah. When we first got cell phones, we was playing Snake or we had them mono ringtones for the poly ringtones took off. So yeah, you know what I mean? That was a true time to be alive. Say Fremont is my spot, and I definitely want to hit up Azusa when I touch down in July. Yeah, Fremont cool and Azusa survived for sure. I was there. I was out there for New Year's. I went to Luna and Azusa just to compare. I'm trying to tell y'all, Luna is what? Y'all trying to go out party, have a ball? It's Luna. That's where you go. Go turn up at Luna. But the hookah, like if you trying to smoke the hookah and just get that chill, cool, relaxed vibe, what? Oh yeah, that was just confirmation for me. The hookah at Luna, nice. Multiple flavors at both places. But that shisha that they use at Azusa, I'm trying to tell you, I got up out there, I almost about stumbled. I felt about hot, like I was smoking weed for real. Man, I felt so damn good. I like, yeah, the hookah at Azusa, it gets you right for sure. But like overall atmosphere and vibes, Luna for sure. So that's why I said like the locals gonna go and parlay at Azusa. But like you trying to go out and party, yeah, it's definitely Luna. David Cigar Lounge ain't bad neither. No, not at all. Who this? Johan, what's going on? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope everything cool. Retiring when the lights come on. Yeah, nah, I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. I tried. I mean, I was lit as hell that night too. I mean, that could have been a part of it too. But yo, it was about to, I lit the phone like, damn it, 2:00. I'm like, shit, I'm tired. I've been here 3 hours. I'm tired. I'm tired. Teddy was going to say, my first time out there, we stayed at the Wynn. Hey, that's a hard thing to bounce back from. First stay at the Wynn. That's a beautiful thing. But it's hard to top that. I'm not mad at it though. That just means your first trip, you stayed top tier. Luxor was my first hotel 2010, man. That was a time LAX. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, LAX was crazy. It was wild as I went to LAX. We went out to LAX. I can't remember. Was that 2014? It was dead as hell in there. But then I realized they were saying it was closing weekend. I was just like, damn. Should have known that we would not have pulled up. They hooked us with bottle service for like $300, I think. Something crazy. And we were like, damn, this shit cheap, boy. Man, they're like, oh yeah, we about to close. I said, damn. Yeah, that's a. Yeah, LAS was legendary though. I've had some good nights in there before then, and then I remember Light was still, man, my heart broke when they said they was closing. Light, that was the gym for real. Light was Jewel before Jewel, cause Jewel used to be Hayes if y'all remember back in the day. But yo, it used to be it over there at Light. That was my shit for real. Corrupt, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Hope all's well. Appreciate you pulling up. Said we getting snow in the Bull City. Yeah, I know. I talked to my mom dudes earlier. I know y'all had it earlier this week, and I think it's supposed to, depending on the areas. I think I seen it was supposed to be, what was it? I think 4 to 6 inches or 5 to 10 in certain areas between RDU and then the outer skirts. So y'all be safe out there, man. Be safe with that snow. Don't risk nothing if you ain't got to. You know, North Carolina got them inclement weather laws, so use them. So our first hotel was Sahara when they had the roller coaster. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Mr. Mac, what's going on, man? Said going hard in Vegas has stopped for me about 3 years. I'm about to be 40, and Father Time said, slow down, son. You're moving a little too fast. Hey, I know, man. I know the feels. For sure, man. You know, I still live a YOLO life, man. I try to enjoy every moment in time that I can. But yeah, Father Time sometimes be like, you can still go. Like you said, you can still go, but we gonna scale things back just a little bit. Cause you know, my routine was always be at the club 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm there till about 3. You know what I mean? Nah. Nope. Not doing that no more. Nope. I might have to test that out one last time just to see, but yo, I just popped out, man. It felt nice too. I'm telling you, I thought it was late as hell. I'm thinking like, damn, it about time to close. That shit said 2. I said, oh God. Went got me some food, wrapped it up. So I got them ladies lining up to cut a road with me for real. I love dancing, all that, standing on the side looking at it. Everybody is whack. That's a fact. Yeah, you one of those that can't go to the club and have a ball. Yes, you gotta stay away from me. I can't be around you. I don't like them type of people. We got to be out there having in the dance floor or somewhere around having a ball. Like, I have never been a wall hugger. I do not like wall huggers, and I don't want wall huggers associated with me. It's not a good look for me. So yeah, I'm definitely on the turn though. Yeah, just trying to be cool, be the player, get the girls to look at you. Yeah, y'all can have that. Y'all got it. First was in 88 to 89 state of Circus when oh man, Circus first day. Sure, you ain't alone on that. That's a level up. Tomorrow, what's going on, man? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Said Luxor was my first hotel. We definitely climbed hotel ladder. Yeah, my first was Strat. I went from Strat to Aria to Hooters. Strat, Aria, Hooters, Signature, MGM Grand. Fuck, where? Damn, where the hell was it? Oh, Caesar's Palace. Those are my first 5 hotels. My first 5 hotel stay. So yeah, I went on a little roller coaster, and then yeah, after Caesars, that was when I started. When I found out about when I started doing the Vegas thing. That's when TVP became a thing. So then I started actually like filming and trying to learn the landscape. So yo, I know that. Hey, listen, that's Strato always have a special place in my heart, man. I always have a special place on my first hotel. Said so Luna over Azusa. For overall vibe, yeah. Like if it's just about the hookah, yeah. And Azusa cool too. They play hip hop music, you know what I mean? The staff and stuff, like no knock to Azusa at all. Just depend on what you're looking for. Like if you want to go out and chill, listen to some music, have a cool chill time, Azusa for sure. Like if you want to go out and have like a little turn up time or whatever, then I would definitely say go to Luna. I enjoy them both, but yeah, the vibes are completely different. One is chill, kick back, lay back, relax. One is like come in here, have a ball, let's turn up and let's get busy, and that's Luna for sure. The room matters, yeah, it do. All right, it definitely does. You know what I'm saying? And folks who say it don't, yeah, y'all on y'all own with that one, man. So I was sick when they closed. Like you and me both, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. And I still feel kind of sad, but yeah, that was my spot. Said One Oak was the shit. Yeah, One Oak. Hey, One Oak went crazy. Shout out to One Oak for real. Hey, yeah, One Oak was my spot for real. That was crazy. Last time I went to One Oak, I didn't even realize it was gonna be my last time. But DMX was performing there. That shit was crazy. I mean, rest in peace to the dog, man. But yeah, One Oak was dope too. I remember it as a kid. I went back a few years ago. I was like, wow, still the same for sure. Luna is such a vibe. It definitely is. Yeah, Luna, I stand 10 toes on them. They never disappoint. Right now, I really prefer dive bars and lounges. I do love the club, but I'm super picky and selective when it comes to that. I ain't mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that in the slightest. Wish I experienced One Oak in the old Hard Rock pool parties. Oh my God, bruh. Rehab, bruh. What? Wow. Rehab at Hard Rock. Yeah, that's just, to be real with you, dog, that's just one of those. You would have had to be there, bro. Legendary for sure. Yeah, that was, oh, God, yeah. Yeah, One Oak was cool. One Oak was dope as hell, bro. But yeah, you'd have loved Rehab, my boy. Trust me. Said first was Westgate. Westgate cool. If you don't mind being off the street, yeah, Westgate cool. Said Flamingo was my first step into Las Vegas. I think I just talked about it in a recent video. That's a lot of folks. First starting point is Flamingo, and it ain't really bad because of location. I mean, I feel indifferent about them now, but because of location and price, completely understandable. First hotel was Gold Coast. Oh man, okay, that's what's up. Said did Cosmo my first 3 trips at Cosmo, doing Park MGM this trip because I'm getting a free room for a few nights. Feels kind of bad. It's gonna be a major step down. I'm gonna tell you that. I like Park. I know some people indifferent about the accent walls. I guess the bed height or whatever. You know, folk be picking and stuff. Me, I don't mind Park. I actually like Park. I don't got to deal with the cancer sticks because it's smoke free. It ain't a big hotel. It's right there by you got the park over there. Got Brewdog across the street. Like it's stuff around Park. So I actually like Park, and you can just take the tunnel into Aria. But yeah, going from Cosmo to Park, that's gonna be an adjustment. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's gonna be an adjustment, but you'll be alright. So my first club was Tao, and Kim Kardashian was celebrating her birthday there. Yeah, they used to be that heavy too. Yeah, Tao and One Oak Kardashians used to be there heavy. So yo T, have you done a review of the Red Rock? I have not done a review of the Red Rock. I will this year though, 100% on my list this year. I had some times I was supposed to, but I didn't. I altered into other things. But yeah, I will have a Red Rock. I need to do a room tour, but I don't know if I'll be able to do like a whole casino tour. But I definitely get out there. Said rehab was legendary. When you said the party is the old Hard Rock, I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute, I had to remember the name. Man, oh my God, what a time to be alive, for real, for real. Yeah, rehab went crazy, you know what I'm saying? That was like early TVP days, like, yeah. I remember I had just moved to Cali and I went out there, I remember I went out there with some of my coworkers. I had just started a new job out here and we went to, they knew what I did, but I was still new in the game. It was like 2016, I think. God told mighty we went to rehab and had a time. Got a cabana. Oh yeah, let me get off of that. Yeah, that was yo. It said the first pool party at rehab was where it was at. It said taught this. We took a trip in my younger days and we stayed at the Howard Johnson because it was cheap. It was amazing how we didn't care. But as an adult now, hell no. Somebody, you won. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think that got it right there. Howard Johnson in Vegas, yeah, nah, I think that's untouchable. I think that's untouchable. Yeah, that wouldn't even be a thought of an option nowadays. But like you say, back in the day, hey, you just trying to get in where you fit in for real. Yeah, you got that one for sure. Gold Spike is a hidden gem. Come on now, if you know, you know for real. Especially oh damn, not this week, next week for my local folk. First Fridays. Yeah. Especially First Friday. But yeah, Gold Spike, one of my locals put me on the Gold Spike. That's how I found out about it. Super hidden gem. Said Club Surrender was the first night. Oh yeah, Surrender. I remember Surrender. Yeah, that was at Encore. Surrender was at Encore. God, yeah. Legendary times. I think I went there one night, then I went there on a party bus tour one night. Crazy time. Say we shouldn't be alive, shady stuff all night. I bet it was. One of those places to avoid in Vegas for sure. All right, man, let me get up out here, y'all. Appreciate the loves and the vibes. Hit that like button on the way out if you haven't already. January is a wrap, man. I'll see y'all in February. Y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy your weekend. If y'all dealing with that winter storm, be safe, stay warm. Keep some candles in case them lights go out. Don't take no day for granted, man. I'll holler at y'all same time next Friday after party, folks. I'll see y'all in a few because y'all know what I'm about to do. To everybody else, y'all be easy, be safe.